be forever solidarity.
Over 3 months ago, on March 7th, I stood on this very platform on the eve of a strike that is now 97 days long. When we began this journey, a journey for safer staffing, for safe patient care at our community hospital, we never imagined we would be out here for this long. But we are here. So allow me to send a message today to all of you, but most important of all, to that CEO across the street at our hospital, to her corporate overlords in Dallas, Texas. We are still here. We are not going anywhere. We will be here until we have an agreement to keep our patients in this community safe. That's what's going to happen.
This is really about union busting. This is really about trying to drive productivity of the American worker even higher so they can put all those profits in their pockets. That is a disgusting thing all over this country, but it is especially disgusting in our hospitals. All of you have looked a patient in the eye who has been just given a death sentence and has told their families they're going to fight like hell with tooth and nail to try to survive for their loved ones. You know that kind of determination. Tenet better understand this is a group who knows how to make sure we never quit. We never give up on the people that we love. We never give up on the things that we believe in. Tenet, this group is going to be here one day longer, one day stronger than you can possibly imagine.
Yeah. To all the nurses that are here today, let me say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for your commitment and your dedication to our community. This fight has never been about you. It has been about your patients, and it has been about our community, and we can never, ever thank you enough for what you are doing. Now, let me just say to the management at Tenet, let me say this. This is our city. These are our nurses, and this is our hospital. And we are sick and tired of you tearing down this once great hospital. We are here to tell the management at Tenet we want our hospital back. We're close to 100 days on this strike, and Tenet's response has been to permanently replace our nurses. I have news for Tenet. These nurses are irreplaceable.
You know, there's been a lot of thanking our nurses over the last year, and we need to make it clear. Our nurses have been here because they care. We shouldn't have to be in this parking lot today. Our nurses should be in that hospital working today. But Tenet keeps them out because Tenet thinks if they don't cut a deal with these nurses, they can break the backs of these nurses, break the backs of nurses all across this country, and break the backs of working people across this country. Well, they don't know the kind of fight they've taken on. So I want to say to every one of you out here, every one of you nurses who's gone on strike, every one of you nurses who for 97 days have awakened in the morning hoping this is the day that Tenet will get back to the bargaining table. Every one of you who's gone to bed at night saying, what's it going to be like to have to stay out for another day and another day? I want to say to every one of you nurses, on behalf of your congressional delegation, on behalf of your community here in Worcester, on behalf of working people all across this country, thank you, nurses.
There's no question that Tenet can afford to provide you with the conditions you need to provide the absolute best in patient care. To Tenet, St. Vincent is just a budget line, but to the people of Worcester and beyond, it's a lifeline. Senator Markey continues and tells you that today he's telling Tenet to listen up, provide better staffing and improved working conditions for these nurses. We're going to make them listen. On behalf of Senator Ed Markey, we want you to know that he continues to stand by with you in solidarity, along with the entire federal delegation and the impressive state delegation, all our labor leaders. Thank you very much for all that you're doing, and stay strong. One day longer! One day stronger! Thank you.
I have to confess that when St. Vincent's, which was formerly our beloved St. Vincent's charitable institution owned by the diocese, became I think some of you remember and some of you probably, yes. And when that happened, they became a for-profit hospital. And some of us asked at that time, what is it going to be like to be owned by a corporation thousands of miles away? And they promised us the world. But now we know they lie. They lie. They lie. That's right. But the people who keep this system running are right here with us, in front of us. They are the nurses who care for our family members, our friends, and our neighbors. They are always, and always will be, a cornerstone in our community. We love them and have always loved them.
We're here to say we're union and we're proud of it. And what does that mean? That means you've got the right to organize. And that means when your employer is not treating you properly, you have the right to withhold your labor. And that's what has created this situation today. And we're here to tell Tenet, just bring it on. We're okay with this. And I love this bullshit that they're bringing in replacement workers. What kind of brain surgeons are you? Look at this. 43 years, 35 years, 37 years, 36 years. That's how they treat the people who built this hospital. There'd be no Tenet. There'd be no St. Vincent's if not for these folks. So some foolish scab bastards think they're going to take your jobs. Not in Worcester.
Well, sisters and brothers, the Massachusetts AFL-CIO is standing with you because you are standing with America. You are standing with your patients. You are standing with Massachusetts. And you are standing up for every single worker in America because this injustice has to stop. So, you're going to hear from some great speakers here. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to tell all of you, I am proud to be here. And we will not leave. We will be here with you until they surrender, they get back to the table, and they start standing up and listening to the nurses who know what is right and wrong. So it's in that spirit, sisters and brothers, that I want to say, God bless you, stand tall, don't back down, because you are 100% right, and the CEOs over there are not. Thank you very much. We will win this together.
About a month ago, we said enough's enough. And we said we spend about $1.6 billion a year in Massachusetts through our health and welfare funds. Those are our health insurance plans that we administer with the building trades. And we've used that with other hospitals in terms of construction. But we said, you know, our sisters and brothers and the nurses, they need our help too. And we said, we're not going to send our money, our members' hard-earned money, millions of dollars a year, to Tenet Healthcare, not just at St. Vincent's, but to their other facilities, if they're going to be using scabs. None of our members are going to set foot in that hospital or any other Tenet facility until they say yes to the demands of all of you at the Mass Nurses Association.
Unions make the city great, and we'll never forget our unions out there who make the city a better place. And we'll never forget our nurses. We love our nurses here in the city of Worcester. We have your backs here in the city of Worcester. I'm always going to have your back. We're going to... The people of Worcester are with you, we love you, and we need to end this. Yes. Yes. So one day longer. One day stronger. Thank you.